There is much conjecture that Velenkosini Hlabisa, the head of the Inkatha Freedom Party, IFP, may be named the second deputy president in the event that South Africa forms a government of national unity GNU. Before we continue, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. Sources with direct knowledge of the current coalition talks claim that the ANC, DA, and IFP are seriously considering forming an alliance, in which Hlabisa would serve as the ANC's second deputy president alongside Paul Mashatile. We shall choose the president, the Speaker of the National Assembly, and the deputy speaker on Friday. But later on, a person close to the arrangements told News 24, we might change the executive to have two deputy presidents, Paul Mashatile and Velenkosini Hlabisa, and then give the DA whatever they want. Chief Justice Raymond Zondo said on Monday that Friday, June 14th, would be the day of the first session of Parliament to elect the President and Speaker of the National Assembly. It is anticipated that the inauguration will happen on June 19th. Remarkably, in 1994, Thabo Mbeki and previous President F.W. de Klerk served as deputy presidents under the esteemed Nelson Mandela, demonstrating the possibility of productive cooperation across party lines. Hlabisa might now take this role alongside Paul Mashatile, increasing diversity in the leadership and promoting inclusiveness at the top of the hierarchy. You know they are smart, they will want the economy, trade and industry and other key positions, the source said. The ANC is very much in favor of a partnership with the DA and IFP. The Democratic Alliance, DA, wants to play an oversight role and hold strategic ministerial positions in the GNU, the source continued. The reported ANC-DA-IFP coalition suggests the DA is angling for a significant role in the new administration, likely seeking key oversight positions and strategic ministerial posts. Although some may be surprised by the IFP's possible rise to prominence in the GNU, insiders indicate that the ANC is attempting to make accommodations for other parties and promote broad collaboration. Another important actor in the discussions, the Democratic Alliance, DA, is allegedly fighting for critical ministry seats and an oversight role inside the GNU. Behind closed doors, discussions continue over the details of the GNU's establishment and the possible decrease of the cabinet to 24 or 26 members. But the ANC's openness to dialogue and consider other options indicates a break from conventional party politics and demonstrates a dedication to identifying points of agreement and advancing the country. Political circles are rumbling, even though Hlabisa and other party leaders have not said anything about the current discussions. The deadline for completing political coalitions is drawing near, since the 7th administration's inauguration is set on June 19th and Youth Day is observed on June 16th. Once again, I speak as an ANC member who is hurt. I am writing as a former chairwoman of the uMkhonto weSizwe Council, MK Council, as well as an irate member of the MK Liberation War Veterans and the Veterans League. Following the elections, which saw the ANC lose its parliamentary majority for the first time since the inauguration of democracy 30 years ago, Kgalema Motlanthe, the former deputy president of the African National Congress, ANC, wrote a thoughtful piece in the Sunday Times about the issues that the party cannot compromise on in order to form coalitions to move the nation forward. In terms of coalition talks, his logic says the ANC should not contemplate holding talks with parties such as the recently established uMkhonto weSizwe Party. I provide a less technical, but no less passionate and direct political case for why the ANC should never entertain the notion of forming a coalition with Zuma's MK party. It is also necessary for the ANC to talk some of its members out of supporting such a ridiculous notion. Zuma's effort to seize control of the ANC itself came before his state capture initiative, which was intended to weaken state institutions. This was done to make sure that, in spite of the fact that his activities were losing the party votes, the party would continue to be in awe of his leadership and defend his misdeeds. Everyone could see that the public was dissatisfied with the ANC's performance under his leadership in the 2014 national and 2016 local government elections, when the party lost support from voters and in a few major metropolises during his second term as party leader. The MK Council, which was made up of uMkhonto weSizwe's ANC veterans and stalwarts, even wrote a manifesto titled For the Sake of Our Lives that described the ANC's and his administration's actions as counterrevolutionary. When Zuma dismissed Finance Minister Nhlanhla and it became known that Mcebisai Jonas, the deputy minister, had accepted a substantial payment